Let's go. You're gonna be my first video.
Well, here we go. Troy Francis, Tiffany Fox, live and direct, coming at you across the internet. I'm in London. She's in, where are you? Miami.
Miami.
She's in some trailer park in like
I know Florida's notorious for method, but come on, man.
I'm only joking. She's in Miami. We're separated by an ocean, but nothing can separate the great passion of the work that we've done together.
We worked hard on that.
Pardon?
We worked really hard on that.
We did. So magnetic sexual confidence. In fact, actually, I need to put the link in the chat, but magnetic sexual confidence is out now. You've only really got a couple of days left to join, because we're going to be closing this on Friday. I think the way we're going to do this, Tiffany, is that we've got the first webinar, because what happens is when you join the course, you get a bunch of pre-recorded video lessons. So there's like 18 video modules that you get. But also next weekend, we're running a bunch of webinars over the weekend. Okay. And the first one is going to be on Friday, and it's actually going to take place, UK time is going to take place 11 o'clock, but in EST, that is 11:10:987. That's 6 p.m. EST. So probably
Eastern Standard Time.
Exactly. So probably what we'll do, I would have thought, is we keep the sales window open until 6 p.m. EST. So people can, on Friday, can still join right up until that point. And then after that, well, we if there's some late stragglers, they can still come in. But the thing is, we're gonna be doing the first webinar at that point, aren't we? So that's basically your cutoff point, really. It's like 6 p.m. EST on Friday or 11 p.m. UK, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a late straggler, that's fine, but you're going to miss the first webinar, or you may not get in time. So just bear that in mind. So basically, what it comes down to is you've only really got a couple of days left to jump on board the love train and join magnetic sexual confidence, which you absolutely should do.
I was lost my camera. Sorry, guys. My camera's not wanting to behave right now. There we go.
Well, what can you do? So you should definitely jump on board, because it is going to be life-changing. We've got opened the Telegram group. We've got guys coming into the Telegram group.
Yeah, we got the fellas in there. I'm excited.
So it's starting to take place. And that's the other thing, because we're going to have a private Telegram group, which we've set up now. So what that means is there'll be a group of guys. There's people from all over the world in the course. There's a lot of people from the States, but there's somebody from Saudi Arabia. There's some people from Europe in there.
There's people from Australia, too.
There's people from Australia. Yeah, there's people from all over. So we're going to have like a worldwide network of people in the group. Obviously, you can ask us any questions you want.
Our international Kingsters.
Absolutely. So that is the link anyway. So go and have a look at the link, magneticsexualconfidence.cards.co. You can read all about the course. It's going to give you all the information you need, and then you can join up over there. And it's only $397, so it's a steal to get all of that content by us, plus webinars, plus the Telegram group, all your questions answered on sex, dating, and anything else.
It's a unique opportunity, too, because it's like you're known around the world for being a dating coach. I'm known around the world for being a porn star.
Exactly. And where else do you get
this? No porn star has ever, a female porn star has never joined forces with someone with what you do.
Exactly.
It's a very unique opportunity.
This is unique, guys. This is like the first time, and this is probably the last time this will ever happen. This is just a unique, massive explosion all over your face. So get involved. Anyway, why do women cheat? But you don't cheat, do you, Tiffany? So
no, I'm a good girl. Can't answer
the question. All right. So anyway, the stream's over. See you later.
I'm a good girl. No, well, good girls finish last, obviously, but the reason why women cheat is you're probably not giving them enough attention. You probably did something to piss them off. He loves them jokes. But women cheat because it's like you're not giving them enough attention. You don't give them enough, boom time. And she probably might be mad that you're not sharing with her.
What, sharing somebody else?
Yeah.
But I mean, is it because they get bored as well, though? Right?
Yes, they get bored, and it's like that's why our course is really awesome, because it's like we teach you ways to keep her entertained in the bedroom, We also, teach you guys how to get the confidence to ask her, "Hey, baby, you want a third?"
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Says below that banner. Put your questions in the chat. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat. We will address them. I think I think boredom is a big problem, right? And you've got to keep the spice. You got to keep the
You
spice going, right?
do. You do need to keep the spice because it's like women like sorry, I'm just plugging in my laptop so it doesn't die on the live stream. But it's like you got to keep it spicy. Like you got to keep it interesting, throw some toys in there, maybe tie her up. Like women love getting tied up.
Are you just speaking for yourself here though, Tiffany, or is this more of a general thing?
I think it's general, but the thing is, I'm a little bit more honest about my kinks. A lot of women are a little bit shameful talking about what they're into.
Yeah, I think I think a lot of women are definitely into the kinkier side of things. There's definitely the 50 Shades of Grey vibe is definitely alive and strong amongst a lot of women. And I think, but if you're not confident as a guy with that kind of stuff, then you're not going to bring that out of her, right? But then maybe
No, you're
she's going to be
not.
looking, she's going to be go looking for that elsewhere, maybe.
Well, I think that's why these boot camps next year that we're gonna do is gonna be amazing because we're gonna like literally show them how to do the knots.
Well, I'm going to have to learn how to do them first myself, but yeah, absolutely. So there is an option. People who are watching this, there is an option to come and join us in Miami for a private 3-day boot camp where we're going to teach you all about approaching, all about sex, all about tying up knots, not tying yourself in knots, tying your woman in knots, up in not. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tying her up.
They could probably practice on me with tying knots and stuff, but
Absolutely.
you gotta watch yourself with Troy because Troy might get a little jealous and slap you.
Absolutely, yeah. So, so it's open now. If you are interested in joining us for a bootcamp experience, live training, then what you need to do is email troy@realtroyfrancis.com and we can have a conversation about it offline. But as far as the main course is concerned, the online course, that's open now. And you can join for just $394. Closing Friday. So you need to crack on with it. But yeah, so having these skills I mean, what proportion of relationships finish because or end up with infidelity because the sex isn't very good, do you think?
Pretty much all of them, I would reckon. You know what I mean? Like I've broken up with boyfriends because it's like they didn't want to try anything because it comes with the lack of the confidence.
You
Like,
think so?
yeah, 100%. Like, sorry, my hair is bugging the shit out of me. But it comes with a lack of confidence. Like I've broken up with a guy because it's like I mean, I don't know, I'm a dirty one. Like I like to be like slapped around and stuff. But they're like, "Oh, I don't wanna hurt you," all that other stuff. Like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
You think so? So really, it is that simple. Like that, guys have got to just get over themselves and just sort of like get involved.
They need to because it's like women are really sexual creatures.
And we've discussed this before, but you think that women are more sexual than guys? Probably.
I reckon so. I mean, like, I've tapped guys and everything when I wanted to fuck and they didn't wanna fuck. So,
Well,
yeah, women are definitely more sexual.
yeah. I'm just sorry. I'm just trying to put this. I'm going to put this in the. So put the link in the.
And I'm sorry, guys. I'm still sick. I look like a trash bag. Like, I never really look like this. I'm just really deathly sick.
Yeah. So basically, if you would like to see Tiffany looking hot and not looking like a trash bag, and you'd like to meet us in the flesh in Miami, Florida, the last bastion of freedom in the United States, then you can do that, but you need to drop us an email privately because we're going to obviously
America!
yeah. So we can absolutely do that because we're going to be running a boot camp where we're teaching this stuff live, one-on-one. Well, not one-on-one, two-on-one in person, or not even two-on-one. We're going to have a boot camp, so we're going to have a bunch of guys there, and we're going to be teaching you guys live, and we're going to be going out together, putting this stuff into practice, etc. But if you're interested in that, you need to drop us an email, troy@realtroyfrancis.com, and then we can get on a call with you and discuss it because obviously we need to vet the people that are coming to that and so on and so forth. But that is absolutely an opportunity. But otherwise, if you just want to join the online course, Magnetic Sexual Confidence is open now. closing on Friday. Go to magneticsexualconfidence.card.co and you can see all the details. Anyway, guys, questions about sex, about dating, about where the clitoris is and all that shit, put put them in the chat and we will take it from there. Okay.
Oh
I
my
swear women
God,
are
Troy,
grown kids.
ridiculous.
I swear women are grown kids. Do you think that's true?
Not all of them, but I feel like a lot of women didn't really mature past 16.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, women like to be silly too. You know what I mean? It's not like all serious. Like, you got to be a little weird in the dating life.
Yeah, we did a
Like
video about
have
this
a bit
actually.
of personality. Tell her some jokes. Like women love to laugh. I mean, unless they're completely boring, most women like to laugh.
Exactly. We did a video about this, didn't we?
We did in Miami.
Yeah, about I'm just trying to work out how you make this as a ticker. Yeah, we did a video about being a little bit weird and not being afraid to showcase your personality. It's really important, isn't it?
I think it's really important to showcase your personality. Like I don't think pretending to be something you're not is a good approach because eventually your cracks will show.
Exactly, and you don't want to show your crack.
Women are a lot smarter than you think.
Really? Jesus.
Sorry, Troy.
Right, maintaining stimulus to her is a lot of work if you have entrepreneurial ambitions. I think that's true because if you are, you know, you're trying to sort of get your business life together, you're trying to, you're hustling, you're grinding and all that sort of stuff, and you're trying to keep a woman happy in the background as well. That is quite a lot of work to take on, isn't it?
I mean it can be if they make it work.
Mm.
It's only work if you don't try to like lay out boundaries and be like, "Hey, look, I got this going on. If you want me to take you on nice dates and take you places, then you got to be patient, bitch."
Yeah. Women look for leader while most modern men chase materialism and money. Hmm. Controversial.
I look for a leader, but I don't know, I'm submissive.
Yeah, yeah. I think, well, a lot of
But
women like that guy who's going to be more dominant, don't they?
I mean, like, I don't like being the dominant one personally, but I mean, I feel like women are naturally beta, but I think because of like the feminism wave and all this woke
I don't think you quite apply the word beta to women as in that way. I think just women are just naturally more submissive.
yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, if you play that alpha card, and put it on the table like you're doing trading cards type of thing,
mm,
I'm alpha. I think the woman, if she's into you, she will submit.
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you want to set up the dynamic as you want it to be right from the start, don't you? You don't want to sort of go in
You
there in under false pretenses. You
you
want to
gotta
kind
make
of
sure she falls in your frame though. You don't like being alpha, you don't fall into her frame, she falls into your frame.
Yeah, exactly. And really, you could do this right from the beginning, couldn't you? If she starts messing around, trying to change the date location or trying to change the times, or like, oh, can you just call me an Uber because I'm blah, 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 or can we make it Thursday instead?
Yeah.
You want to push back on that behavior right from the beginning, don't you? Because you want to be showing that sort of that leadership, that masculine dominance from the start, I think.
Or
Is that
women are
correct?
gonna walk all over you.
Yeah, exactly. And some of them will. Modern women, what can you do?
They're trash.
Um, family courts, and economic regulations is where men run away from. Where are the men? The men all turned into weenies. I think effortless might be a woman, or at least coming from a more feminist perspective. Not feminist, I don't know. Kind of slightly anti-men kind of perspective here. Family courts and economic regulations. Where are the men? All men turn into weenies. Well, possibly, but I mean, look, it has to be said that the legal structure now is not very good for men, right? I mean, it's not surprising that men are turning away from something like marriage. It's not surprising that guys are, concerned about things like family courts because they do favor the women 99% of the time, don't they?
They do. I mean, that's why marriage should be remain to a religious ceremony.
Yeah. Don't get the
I
state involved.
I think marriage when it's under God is acceptable, but once you involve the government, it's not good. The men don't win.
Yeah,
The
they certainly.
men they don't win.
Yeah, they certainly don't. So I think it's not surprising that guys are turning away from it. If they are, I'm not sure how many. I'm not sure how statistically.
Too, I'm afraid to get married. I don't really want to have kids because it's like if I do split with someone, it's like I don't want to deal with that custody stuff and then having to see my dude I split up with another woman when I'm like giving over the kid and stuff. It fucks up the kid.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It's pretty fucked. I mean, and I mean the reasons why this has happened. I mean, there's so many. I think there's a lot of competing like different reasons. I think that since the church, has become less of a since religion has become less of a founding part of our societies. I think there's less pressure. There's less sort of moral obligation on people to stay together. There's less of that moral obligation for marriages to remain intact, and so therefore people end up, splitting up because there's not really a social or moral obligation for them to remain
There's no
together.
consequences though.
And there's no consequences. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing from my perspective because I'm not a religious person. I'm not, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But if you want to find the reasons why, that's why our society is very different now from how it was in the 1950s or certainly before that, right?
I was born in the wrong era.
Well, you're born in the era of twerking and selfies and TikTok videos and stuff.
No.
Well, you're like a 90s kid, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a millennial. I'm not Gen Z.
Yeah.
Millennials are like the last breed of like women before they get a little, crazy with the furry shit.
Yeah. Feel better soon.
Thank you.
Says Cyber LA. Prince of Darkness. How do you bring up sexual exploration with women? I know this might be a stupid question. It's a good question. It's a good
No, it's a
question.
good question.
Like how do you bring it up?
That when I want to have sex with a guy.
No, he's saying how do you bring up sexual exploration with women? So I guess
Oh, exploration, like bringing in a third and stuff. We talk about that in
well,
course.
he might mean that, or he might just mean doing some more like kinky stuff. He might mean just how do you bring up, you want to kind of make things a bit more spicy.
I would ask her directly, like, hey, is there something you want to try that you've always fantasized about? Ask her about it.
Yeah. Okay. So you think that just direct communication is the way to go?
I think being direct is the way to go because I mean you're gonna find out right then and there. You rather know the truth than not knowing the truth. I mean, kind of being yourself up by not getting the truth.
Yeah. So you want to be just straightforward and kind of like. On the other hand, though, Rollo says like overt communication is sort of how can I put it? If you want there to be some mystery retained there as well, though, don't you?
You do.
It becomes a little bit sort of if you're just sitting down there almost like with a shopping list going, right, okay, so shall we get some handcuffs tonight, darling? And you're making everything very sort of like you're almost agreeing everything beforehand. It becomes a little bit like a contract, it becomes
Or maybe you can get the handcuffs and just like have them laying out on the bed and just be like, ooh, what's this? And be like, oh, are you into this?
Yeah, yeah. I think so Prince of Darkness is to get her to talk about her desires. Okay, so how do you get her to open up?
That's a good question. I think I'd bring it up subtly, like little by little. Like I want to bring up the extremes right away, but I would.
Well, like the Snickers bar.
God, I hate you.
You're not going to bring up the Dubai, toilet potty kind of stuff immediately.
I mean, I'd ask her like, hey, what are you into that we haven't talked about yet?
Yeah,
Because you
okay.
kind of have to be direct either way. There's no way to beat around the bush on that one.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to maybe after you've had sex, you've had regular sex and stuff, and you're in that kind of post-coital sort of thing. Maybe at that point, you can.
Into that we haven't talked about yet.
Oh shit, man!
Yeah,
sorry.
you kind of have to.
maybe at that point, you're lying there. You guys have just done the deed or whatever. Maybe at that point, it's a good time
Was
to.
that my voice?
Yeah, because I just opened up Twitter because on Twitter it comes up as it shows that you're live now on Twitter, doesn't it?
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah. Greg is saying, do you get much sun? That can help a lot, re not being sick. He's offering you the vitamin D, basically. That's what he's saying.
I mean, to be honest, like I really haven't had like enough energy to walk that much, to be honest. And because it's like when I walk, I've been feeling really, really
But
dizzy.
how hot is it there at the moment? Because she's in Miami, she's in Florida, so
It's like upper 70s. It's gonna get into the lower 80s tomorrow.
it's pretty fucking hot then, right?
Well, like when you're sick and stuff, it's a little bit like harder because it's like I don't know when I get sick and everything, like especially with COVID. Like I just barely had my first day back at my day job today. Because I'm looking at this video footage and all these lasers and everything from my clients' footage. It makes me really dizzy.
Yeah, because she's doing another job as well. She's not just a full-time sex coach with.
Yeah, I do video editing and graphic design. My
Yeah,
clients are producers and DJs, so I work with a lot of club footage and festival footage.
yeah, she's doing
I
some.
signed an NDA, so I can't really talk about who I work for, but he's probably in your iTunes library.
Did you sign an NDA?
Huh?
Did you sign an NDA?
No, I didn't sign an NDA, but I just want to respect his
Yeah, you're
privacy
not going to
because
talk.
I
Yeah,
don't want people hitting me up for like, oh, you're working for that guy. Let me get show
yeah,
tickets. Like, no.
yeah. But she basically she works in for people in the music industry as well. So she's doing some video editing and stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah, they got like, let's just say they have over 500,000 followers and
Yeah,
over a
so
million likes on
yeah,
Facebook. So I'll just leave
but
it there.
so she's taking time out from her real, like serious, like working for some big hitters to come and teach us about sex, which is very generous.
I got lucky with my afterlife with adult movies. I'm not gonna lie. I got really, 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 really lucky.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's really, really good. But I
I
mean,
mean, Troy knows who he is, but Troy's not gonna say anything.
exactly. No, we keep it
Damn, I
under
checked my
wraps.
nail polish too. Fuck.
We keep it under wraps. But Florida, anyway, because I'm in London at the moment, it's fucking cold here. It's getting really like cold now.
I don't miss the winter there.
It's it's getting like pretty Christmassy.
You know what though? I do like your guys' Christmas tradition over there though. I do miss it.
Well, yeah, I mean, one thing I like about Europe is the it's quite nice up until Christmas. It gets a bit of a fucking drag afterwards, though. When it gets super cold and there's nothing to look forward to, it's just really dark and everything. That's when you need to come back up to Miami, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry. I was supposed to meet with someone, but I freaking told them to come after 6 and shit. So I'm supposed to get a hard drive. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just
No,
looking.
but the Christmas tradition over there, I really like how the English do it.
Yeah, it's very nice. Don DeMarco says, yeah, all that Dom stuff, pick my outfits or tell me to do every little thing. I'm rather busy, lol. I suppose I'm lucky my girlfriend brought all this stuff up, cuffs and ropes and whatnot. Other girls have been more timid, though. It has to be case by case. It seems not everyone is edgy. I think it is case by case. But I think if you are, as the guy in the relationship, if you're the more dominant one, I mean, most women, I think, have a predisposition towards some degree of kinkiness. So you can just suggest little things. I mean, I wouldn't like walk in on the first night wearing a gimp outfit or something like that. I mean, you've obviously got to you've got to like sort of go take it step by step. But I think that
Maybe you can like surprise her with like little little lingerie and stuff because like women like to feel sexy.
you mean buying it for her, not wearing it yourself, right?
Of course, buying them for her. What the fuck?
But you don't want to come in wearing, one of those gimp masks, like some like black mask with like an orange in you. You don't want to come in wearing that like naked, do you, on the first date?
No,
You've got to
no.
ease her in a little bit. But you can sort of like tie her hands. You don't even need to get some like hardcore, like you can tie her hands with like, I don't know, you've got something there like a tie or something like that. You can improvise. and you can sort of
Yeah.
up the ante with that, you know?
You can use a scarf. I think, like, for our promo photos, like, I mean, we tried taking it because it didn't turn out that good, so I didn't really edit or send it to you.
With the
But,
scarf.
like yeah, your scarf. Like, we tried taking a
Yeah.
picture where, like, he tied it over my eyes and everything, so you can take a scarf and tie it over her face, or, like, you can tie her hands behind her back. There's a lot of stuff you can do, like, you can
Did it not come
improvise.
out very well, that one with the scarf?
No, it didn't. We gotta try to take more pictures when you come back to Miami.
Yeah, well, you know, when we get the budget, we'll hire a whole dungeon to take the footage.
Wait, I think I know someone that has a dungeon here.
Yeah, well, you know, things will only get bigger and better.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how this is gonna be growing. Should we
Exactly.
drop our little surprise, or should we wait to drop the surprise for the people that already signed up?
We could maybe we can wait to drop it
Okay.
for people who signed up. But if you haven't signed up, you need to do it because you've only got until basically 6 p.m. EST on Friday. Really is the cutoff point. So the link is in the chat. Let me stick the link in the chat again.
But the people that already signed up, we're thinking about, wink, wink, having something special for you guys before Christmas. Give you guys a little extra
Absolutely.
bone.
Us. Absolutely. So it is, you know, you do want to get involved with this because we are going to be giving you a shitload of value. I mean, the course itself is great because you've got 18 video modules, which are really, really good. They range from about 5 minutes through to about 25 minutes of us talking about different aspects of all of this stuff, really. I mean, we go from mindsets, we talk about the initial approach, we talk about what to do with her on a date, how to get her back to your place, what to do when she's back at your place, how to get her into the bedroom, how to get her undressed, how to start, foreplay, how to start pleasuring her, going into sex itself, fast sex, slow sex, fast sex, starting to bring into some more of the kinky stuff, a little bit of the BDSM stuff, the fetishy stuff.
And there goes my Twitch feed.
Is he gone?
No. I'm probably going to get flagged on it,
though. Yeah, this is going on Twitch as well. This is we're going out on multiple platforms. We're going on the YouTube channels. We're going out on X, of course. And Twitch as well. It would be great if we could stream this to Instagram, but I don't think Instagram allows you to via a third party.
No, they don't, because Instagram is lame.
And also TikTok as well. I'm not sure what the thing with TikTok is, but StreamYard, which is the software that we're using for this, technical details that you guys don't really need to know, but StreamYard, you can't stream directly to TikTok for some reason. So I don't know what the score with that is. Maybe we should do something on Instagram. Maybe we could do an Instagram thing tomorrow, though.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I like that.
We could do Instagram tomorrow.
We've never done Instagram Live together, even when we were like, oh no, we did do an Instagram Live in Manhattan on Halloween.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. It's on my Instagram page. I saved it.
Oh, okay.
When you were going around talking to people about their costumes, and we saw the gay fairy.
Yeah. That was quite good.
I think that guy was like kind of hidden on you too.
Which one?
The gay fairy. When we ran back into him in the lift when we were going up.
Oh, that guy. He was like, "Oh, Applebee's." You know that dude. We were
or Chipotle.
Yeah. When we were talking about Chipotle, because basically we're having this ongoing discussion about whether Chipotle is a good place for a date. Because, well, basically, I was hanging out with Tiffany in Miami and also New York, and we ended up going to Chipotle a few times. And I think Chipotle. I mean, I wouldn't say for a first date. I don't think it's a good thing for a first date, but I wouldn't go for food for a first date anyway, to be honest. Like,
he's so classy. He took me to Mickey D's too in New York.
But the thing is, right, look, the reality is if you're hanging out over a period of time, you don't. And I guess if you're a complete baller, maybe you're going to expensive restaurants all the time. But I mean, you're not always in the mood for that. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you want to have something pretty simple. You want to have something pretty quick. And
Well,
the great
also
thing about
too, that's how you tell she's not too bougie, you know what I mean? Like, that she's
yeah,
not, like, someone that's like, "Oh, this isn't high enough class for me." Like, if she doesn't settle for the lower end bits too, like, she's not even worth it, because that means that she's just interested in you for what you can do for
I
her.
just I just don't think it's really realistic to be going to super high end places the whole time. I mean,
It's not.
even if you've got unlimited money, do you really want to be doing that? It's too stuffy, it's too fancy. Like sometimes you just want to chill. You want to go somewhere more low key, don't you? You know? Like
Yeah.
that's why in the UK we got Nando's. You
Oh
need
my
to
god, I loved Nando's when I lived there. That place was great. They have it in
yeah,
Singapore too.
you need to go to Nando's. I mean, Nando's is great because you know you
I
can
like Nando's. I like their chicken.
yeah you get well. I mean, the good thing about these places is, I mean, Chipotle and also Nando's. Nando's even more so is you can get basically the protein, you can get your vegetables, and you don't need to have like any carbs if you don't want to. You know,
I think they have one in America, actually. I think they opened one in Connecticut.
have they?
I think so.
I don't know why they need to. They need to. I reckon it would do really well in the US. I mean, it's a great chain. It's a great brand.
If I ever get rich, I'm gonna open up one in Miami.
You should do. I reckon it would do really well.
We
Uh,
gotta get hustling, Troy.
I know. Yeah, maybe that could be
Oh,
the next. That could be the next thing, couldn't it? Who is left to stand up to tyranny? The leftover weenies.
I mean, I stand up. Oh, what's up, Charlotte? She back.
She's back. Usually a voice that sounds really hot gets me going, like yours, Troy. Lol. I like to surprise the man and see what he likes. Uh huh. Interesting. Lol. Troy, are you a full time dating coach? Yeah, I am. Or full time, whatever you want to call this job, really. Content creator, dating coach, degenerate.
You're definitely a degenerate.
But yes, I do this stuff full time now, which is pretty crazy. Cool stuff, Tiffany. I used to DJ and all that.
Oh, nice.
And then he's asking, is it P Diddy? It's not P Diddy.
It's not P. Diddy.
Can confirm that. How did you get into video editing and graphic design?
So, I started learning how to do Photoshop about 15 years ago. I was in high school. And I actually did some designs for like the school, like they had the school paper thing, and they also had that as an elective. So I actually got into Photoshop doing that. And then when I went to college, I took a media arts course. And so I learned how to do graphic design, video editing. And then I also was a photographer for large EDM events here in North America. I did the Electric Daisy Carnival.
Mm,
I did Monster Massive in LA. I did Together as One. That's actually where I met my mentor, was Together as One. I was assigned to do his set and everything. And that's actually the person that gave me the job. So I'm not really going to say who it is,
yeah.
but yeah, I did a lot of club stuff and I made some decent money doing it. And then with video editing, I actually took more on that upon myself, mostly for my own projects.
Mm,
And I just
mm.
perfected it over the years. So I've been doing video and graphics for 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Tiffany is that you know, although better known for getting her end away on camera, actually that doesn't work, does it? Women don't get their end away.
They don't what?
Unless it, I'm just figuring out my slang terms here. Anyway, apart from what you're best known for, you're actually very skilled at all of these, like quite a lot of like these more techie kind of areas, aren't you? Like,
You know why? Because, when I was in school, I was like the ugly duckling. No one
mm,
wanted to be my friend. So I'm just like, instead of poisoning my mind with like video games and all this other stuff, I actually started going on the internet, learning how to do all these different things. I actually used to program MySpace pages when I was in grade school. And
yeah.
my mom thought I was selling drugs. She's like, "How are you getting all this money?" I'm just like, "Dude, I take kids' lunch money." And she's like, "Oh my God, you're such a bully, Tiffany." And I'm like, "No, I'm not a bully. I'm not beating people up for their lunch money. I'm not selling drugs." And I opened up my computer and I was showing her like all these pages I was doing, and she was so amazed.
Mm. But
So
you do that. You do the music, or you used to do the music stuff, didn't you?
yeah, I dabbled around with music.
Quite good with the music stuff. So you're quite good at like
Yeah, I
learning.
was on XM Radio and Radio One. I was on Beta BPM and BBC Radio One.
Yeah. So, you're pretty good with learning, like, I don't know what you call it really, like kind of programs, like learning how to do things
I'm a
online.
software girl. Like
Software, yeah, yeah.
I'm a software girl. My dad was a software developer and engineer for IBM in the early 90s and late 80s. So I get those genes from my father.
Mm. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Don DeMarco, Sullivan King, maybe. I don't know who that is. He's in Miami. Well, tons of them in Miami. I think he's speculating on who you might be working with.
No, it's not.
Tiffany, let's collab on writing projects. Lol.
I don't have time to produce music no more.
Binning the Gimp
Troy
outfit.
keeps me busy.
Yeah, absolutely. Cracking the whip, literally and metaphorically. Binning the Gimp outfit. Women want to follow a man, not an ignorant weenie. Chasing pleasures leads to despair. Yeah, true. I mean, well,
Women like to follow a man that can lead.
absolutely. I fancy a Nando's now. I've actually got a
Me
Nando's.
fucking too. I've been wanting Nando's since I left England. I've been wanting Nando's since 2015.
I've actually got this is a Nando's card here, which I have to fill in. Because we started.
Okay. When I come to England next year, you're taking my ass to Nando's straight off
Yeah.
from off in Erling from Heathrow.
Absolutely. No, I
Take me
will.
to Nando's.
I will, because so Max has been making me go. Like when we meet up for a session on Friday, then Max is like, right, let's go for a Nando's. And we go to, do you know Battersea Power Station?
What station?
Do you know a place called Battersea Power Station? It's in South
Yeah.
London. So that building, it's a really iconic building with these towers, like the 4 towers coming out of it. They've redone it now. It's like a real estate, like apartment buildings there. And also there's a shopping center inside now. And it's really fancy the way they've done it. It looks really,
I never
really
did
nice.
the Nando's in London, but I did the Nando's in Guildford on the high street.
That's not the same.
It's
But
not the same as
anyway, in Battersea Power Station, they've got a big Nando's now. So we've been going in there and grabbing a Nando's. It's really good. You can get that, like the whole chicken. You can get the.
You're taking me.
Sides. Yeah,
it's the date next year. We're going.
Absolutely, and I got the card, so I can save some money.
I gotta get my immigration shit sorted.
Yeah, EDC is serious.
Yeah, no. You know what? I worked for Insomniac until they got bought out by Live Nation. I think Insomniac was a lot better before they got bought out by Live Nation. They used to be a lot nicer to the media crew. They're really nice to us, and now they're fucking assholes. I'm like, fuck you guys.
So Charlotte says, "Do you have Discord? That's my main chatting platform. If you're interested, I really love talking to you too." I
have a Discord.
So I know some people have a Discord, don't they? I've never really.
I have a Discord page.
People like Pixie and stuff have Discord. I don't.
I don't understand how to use it though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like I kind of feel like my grandfather in a sense. Like, the older I get, the more I don't really know how to use shit.
Yeah, I don't.
I do have a Discord page though. If you go to my YouTube, Charlotte, I have a link tree, and then my Discord invite thing is right on my link tree.
Don't they use the Discord at the same time while they're streaming? Which I'm not quite sure how
I've been trying to figure out how to do that because I just upgraded my StreamYard too, so I can try to link my Discord page.
Yeah, I don't really know how you do, and also I'm not sure what the benefit of it is over and above using just the comment section on YouTube. But I don't know. I mean, we're boomers. So I'm a fucking boomer. I mean, she's like, I'm just the ultimate boomer. So I'm not. I'm gonna have no fucking clue.
He's the big boomer. I'm the little boomer.
If anyone's going to know about that stuff, it's going to be more Tiffany, to be honest. If she doesn't know about it, we're completely fucked.
I've been telling him we need a Discord page. I've been telling him that we need a Discord.
Wow.
I want a private Discord if we do it together, though. Have people pay.
I see, taking notes. Forget this dating stuff. You and Troy need to do a financial course. Well,
we're not really the best at math.
I don't know about that. Jesus Christ. With the blind
Adam Stosnick is great for that.
Yeah, the blind following the blind, I think, if we did that. But the Prodigy played at Battersea Power Station. So I heard, right? So somebody was telling me the Prodigy played the other night. I didn't realize it was Battersea, but they played
the Prodigy.
But apparently they've changed the lyrics to their famous song from "Smack My Bitch Up" to change. They've just changed it to "Change My Pitch Up" now. because of political correctness, political correct reasons.
L.
Apparently, who was saying that last? Oh, they were talking about it actually on the radio. They were talking about it on radio last night. Yeah, apparently. But I mean, the second line was always change my pitch up anyway in the song, but now they've changed the whole thing because obviously it was seen as being, I guess, politically incorrect or whatever, right?
You know, the great thing about us is we're politically incorrect.
Absolutely, absolutely. The last
Join the
bastion.
resistance. Make the pendulum go the other way.
Yeah, that's surprising. They were always rebels. Well, I don't know. I saw some stuff on Twitter on X today about this. I mean, Keith Flint obviously died a few years ago, didn't he? So, you know, maybe he was the one who was holding the rebel spirit. Yeah, they lost the alpha male, and now, you know. Anybody got any more questions? Anyway, put questions in the chat.
Yeah, they're fun. I'm having fun with you guys. Come on, ask us weird shit. Like, let's make it fun. Ask some weird shit.
Absolutely. The weirder, the better. Oh, actually, we don't want that. Sorry. We want this. Magnetic Sexual Confidence is open now. Hurry, closing Friday. Go to magneticsexualconfidencecard.co.
Oh, let's make that little announcement about the 5th, by the way.
We can do, although it's only sort of...
No, we're telling in the Telegram group.
Yeah, because it really affects people who are in the course rather than... Well, until you're in the course, it doesn't.
I gotta go to Vegas, guys. I'm getting my little black man back. I miss him. Iggy Smalls, the notorious DOG. He has to come home, guys. He has to come home. I miss my little black man. I'm like so excited to meet these guys, though. Like, I'm so like it's weird. Like before, I'm like, oh God, you know, like I don't know. But now, like, it's getting closer. I'm just like, I can't wait to meet them.
No, it's usually these things are usually pretty fun. I mean, there's usually a good group of guys. I mean, Magnus, who's in our group. I mean, I've known him for a long time. He's a really good guy.
I'm excited.
Yeah, there's some cool guys who are going to be in there for sure. So that's why another reason why you others who are watching this who aren't in the course yet, you should definitely join because we're going to have a bit of a community spirit. You know, we're going to be helping each other out here, and we're coming up to Christmas. So, yeah, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! There you go. Oh shit! Magnetic Sexual Confidence now.
I need more tea. Oh, sorry, guys. Show must go on. Sick or shine, let's go.
So, I only saw a recent Man on the Street video of yours. Otherwise, saw you on Rich. What's Rich? Don't know what Rich is.
My Man on the Streets asking people, what is a man?
Yes.
I don't know what someone said to me, like, and it's like, I wish, like, the audio wasn't so fucked on it, but I wish the audio picked it up because I asked this guy, and I was like, what is a man? And he's like, my mom's a man.
Really? Somebody said Rich Cooper. Oh, you saw me on... Did you see me on Rich Cooper? Did you see me on Rich Cooper? Because I don't think you've been on Rich Cooper, have you? I've been on Rich Cooper, but that was a while back.
I'm dying.
She's on...
Wait, I can't friend you because of what?
No, she's talking about Discord. I can't friend you because of an error. I'm Ashton, Ash Peaks. That's my real name. On Discord.
You know what, Troy? I'm gonna send you my Discord link, and then you can post it
in the chat.
You guys gotta tell Troy to get on Discord. He can make my Discord so lit.
Yeah.
I got a book club on there too, guys. I mean, like, you know, we're all in our 30s and 40s, right? We got to start having a book club. Wait, when you go to my Discord, you see the girl with a bunch of corn dogs in her mouth? My Discord picture is literally my Discord page. Literally
right, So Dev says, Troy, when are you going to do a boot camp in New York? Well, unfortunately, I was just there. I was there literally a few weeks ago, and Tiffany was there as well, actually. So I was actually available. Well, so basically, I had a couple of clients I was working with when I was over there, who I was working with separately. But yeah, man. I mean, look, if you want to drop me an email, troy@realtroyfrancis.com, we can discuss. But I was there literally like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Drop
So
it
it's
in
the
the
same
chat. I just sent you the link for Charlotte.
Where have you sent it though? Have you sent it in the private chat?
WhatsApp.
Oh, fucking hell, Jesus Christ!
Oh, fucking hell! I think we should do something like that. You talking an American accent, I'll talk in an English accent. We'll both butcher each other's accents. I think it'll be fun.
Right, hold on a second. Right, I got the link. Okay. Okay, so that is her Discord link. That's Tiffany's Discord link, so you guys can join that. So yeah, I was in New York recently. New York, I mean, all of America. I tell you what, it's so fucking expensive now, isn't it, man?
Well, we got Brandon as a president, and it's kind of shit. Not gonna lie.
I have to say, I do. I don't know, man. I like as much as I love New York. I've always loved New York, but I just think I don't know. I wasn't as in love with it at that time as I have been in the past. If that makes sense. I don't really know why.
You know what the thing is? When I was in New York in September, I had such a great time. Like the vibe was great. But like
Yeah,
because they have all that woke political correctness thing going on, it really takes away the vibe from the city.
yeah. I think
New York is kind of slowly going downhill. That's why y'all should come to Florida.
yeah, Miami's kind of more fun. I mean, the only thing about Miami, I would say, is there's kind of less to do in a way. I mean, what is there to do?
Who the hell are you hanging out with, Troy? Like, come on.
All you could do is go to Chipotle and then meet up with people who do YouTube streams and have arguments with them. Basically, I mean, those are the main things, aren't they?
When you come back to Miami, I will show you a fun time, okay?
We go to the beach as well, actually. There is that.
They have a nude beach. We can go to the nude beach. Hollover has it. Yeah, I love the nude beach.
I'm gonna get it out.
I love looking at titties.
Her and Torsha. I don't know what that means, but
me and Torsha. I know who Torsha is from Rolo, but what do you mean me and Torsha? Me and Torsha what?
It's two women who talk about red pill stuff. That's the only.
Oh, cool.
Well, no, I don't know. I'm just guessing that would be the only thing. Many bachelors need a finishing school seminar. They do. So they should join Magnetic Sexual Confidence because that is the finishing school. We're going to show you how to finish all over her face. Oh, God. I've got to stop saying that. So it's very unprofessional, isn't it? How do dungeons work in Miami? Virtually no buildings, just basements, just to set aside.
There's a SEGS, because that's they were on Twitch, club called Trapeze in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, well, there you go. Good tip there. Her and Torsha would be a great female duo.
Yeah, Rolo said that too before.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, man, really. I mean, maybe you could do something with her.
I've never met her. I haven't met her. I don't know her. I know the name. I just don't know how she looks like.
I am Slumbody.
Is that your Marvel character?
It says you have to add me, Tiffany. So it means she's ratchet. Who's ratchet? I'm guessing like Torsha. You're better than this, Troy. What do you mean you're better than this? Fucking hell. That's correct. Better than what? She's offended now. You've offended her.
I'm offended.
She's offended.
She's
a high quality woman. What are you talking about?
I mean, I know I'm sick and I look sick, but man.
Yeah, well, there's always haters are going to hate, aren't they? Just notice you do street videos often, so it will be great going over those. Great stuff. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about me or are you talking about Tiffany? Because I do videos where I'm walking in the street, but she does videos where she's interviewing people in the street. So I don't know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm confused. My brain
Oh,
is like hurting from thinking about it. I'm just like, wait a minute, what?
do you get that point though when you're ill or if you've got like COVID or something? You just feel like your brain's fogged up. You just can't even. You're just like stuff just doesn't make
Yeah,
sense. You know.
no, like my brain's been fucked all week. I mean, like, I literally just like splurged for a flight to go get my dog next week, and I'm just like, oh shit, we got that webinar.
I think. Yeah. Well. Yeah. We'll figure that out. Yeah, I think if anything, yeah, New York was all right this time, but it was just a bit. I don't know what it is. I think the thing with New York is it's not that different in some ways to London. I mean, it is obviously it's kind of different, but it's not hugely different.
You know what's
And it,
crazy about New York, guys? When we were there on Halloween,
well, all of the people, we're people.
oh no, like remember when that guy walked past us and I looked at him and I said, I'm gang unit?
You said what?
That guy that tried selling us stuff, I looked at him and said I was gang unit. And that's
Yeah,
when I looked at you saying that we need to go. So after I told Troy that we needed to go, someone got stabbed 20 minutes out of the subway
that's
station we were supposed to take.
that's true. That's yeah. No, you were right. They did. They did. You know, my favorite thing, the thing I like most in New York really is that midnight meeting room. Actually.
I had so much fun. I liked it. I went to AA meetings with him. It was great.
There's just something about that particular room. It's kind of relaxing in there. It
Also,
was
the Zoom meetings are kind of degenerate like too, and I like it.
who's degenerate?
The people that go in that
Yeah,
room,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like on the Zoom.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's quite good. But apart from that, it's all a bit. The problem in New York is it's quite hipstery, isn't it? It's quite hipstery. It's quite sort of everyone's a bit of a liberal kind of just normie kind of boring
It's
fucker.
like
And
Wynwood in Miami, but on steroids.
I think I prefer Wynwood though. When I was, I mean, like Wynwood's good for a night out. Like it's good as a party place.
I like Wynwood. I like the street art. I really like Wynwood a lot.
Mm. And also
Have you
as
been to Malta
well,
Wynwood?
there's something a little bit soulless about New York as well. Really, I didn't find. I just like I couldn't believe it when we went to the meatpacking and it district on a Saturday night and it was fucking empty. I mean, obviously maybe I don't know where people go out now. Maybe the scene's moved on or whatever, but. It's really surprising. There just didn't seem that many people around. You're like, fucking hell, we're in New York City. Jesus
The
Christ.
South is better. The
Mm,
hospitality is Southern hospitality. They don't got that
yeah.
in New York.
Troy, have you gotten off the plant of the pole plantation? No, absolutely not. I'm still being milked.
Money is a lot of things of what women want. I think a small percentage of people just want to be desired and have affection. I don't know. You got to figure out what woman is what, because there's women that want money and they're only focused on money, but then there's other women that just want genuine affection, attraction, and to be desired. You got to filter them out.
Do you think a lot of them probably want kind of a bit of both, though, really? I mean, it's not like a lot of these girls, they're just going to go for anybody just because they got money. I mean, they kind of want a guy they're into, but maybe if he's got money, that's going to help, right? You know?
Well, I mean, there's women too that want a man that can take care of themselves because it's like the last two guys I was in a serious relationship with, I was their sugar mama. So it's like,
I think, yeah, I'm just sort of like guessing here, but I think that a lot of women, yes, money is great but they also want to have some vibe with the guy. They also want to have some attraction to the guy. I think the number of women who would go for somebody they're just not attracted to at all, just for the money, I think that's quite small. Like, I think there's a bigger group of women who are a bit like, what they're looking for ideally is somebody that they're kind of into, they find hot, but he's also a bit of a baller, you know? Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. But I mean, my brain's a little wired different. But yeah, I think so. A lot of women like are into that. Like, and also like a man that's like physically fit, takes care of himself. Like there's a lot of factors to have
Mm,
that
mm. Yeah,
magnetic sexual
but
energy.
I mean, I suppose it depends. I mean, early on, the initial attraction is not going to be caused by the money anyway. I mean, you don't want to be even if you've got money, you don't want to be leading with money. You know what I mean? Because then you will be attracting gold diggers. So you almost want to take the
Yeah.
money.
I don't think you should even tell girls like literally like you got money. I would actually lie about what you do. If you have a really good income, I'd honestly lie about what you do. So then that way you build a genuine attraction.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because
So
if you tell her you have money and you take her out to like super duper duper nice places early on in the dating stages and everything, that's all she's gonna look at you as is money.
yeah, yeah. I mean, ideally, you kind of want the sweet spot, really. Where I mean, I think it's fine if you're spending a bit of money on her or whatever. You know, you're paying for meals, you're taking her on trips and stuff. I don't think there's any problem with that. I think it's good for guys to level up and try and make some bank and be able to do that. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But you don't want to be taken for a ride. You don't want some woman who's just there for that and she just fucking hates the sight of you, but she's only there because of the money. You definitely don't want that. And secondly, well, you don't want it to be transactional. You know, it's nice to do that if there's somebody who's also into you. You know, she's actually genuinely into you, and then it's nice to spend a bit of money into to have
There's
a good
two
time.
different types of transactional though. There's transactional as in the monetary thing, but also there's a transactional of like, you make her happy, she's gonna please you. Like I think there is a monetary transactional and then there's another type of transactional.
I think there is. It seems to me that there is a bigger proportion of girls who are there's a bigger transactional element going on these days. You know, a lot of girls who are being paid, to go on trips, and you get these girls on Instagram who are traveling around the world, and it's like, well, where are you getting the money from that for? And I think there is a little bit more transactional stuff going on, but I do think that women actually they kind of want it all. I don't think it's just like I don't think it's as simple as, all right, here's a guy who's got money, so he's definitely going to get laid. Because I've worked with guys this year and over the last, in a coaching capacity who have had money and they're not getting laid. So it's not a simple equation of like, all right, this dude is earning multiple six figures, therefore he's just going to be, in a sea of pussy. It just doesn't work like that. There needs to be something else.
Yeah, just because you make money doesn't mean that you got game.
Yeah,
Money
there
and
needs to
game
be
kind of
something
run
else.
together.
So it could be the case, maybe after months of searching, you find some, Svetlana from, fucking some small town in Siberia who's willing to put up with you just because you got money. But it's going to be a small percentage, and you are going to get ripped off by them. What is better is if you've got money or some money, but also you've got game as well, or you've got magnetic sexual confidence, and then, you're going to bring women in them. Yeah, maybe they want to be treated and stuff, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, that's not a terrible thing, I don't think.
Women love to be taken care of from time
Yeah,
to time.
yeah. So I think like with all of these things, it's kind of more nuanced than people think, because a lot of guys on here will just be like, yeah, well, if you've got money, it's fine. You're going to get laid the whole time, and it
You're
really
not
isn't.
gonna attract the type of people you want to attract, though. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna attract one of those people that it's your turn until it's someone else's turn.
I live in downtown Denver. The city is dying even as it grows, with 100 or 500 apartment buildings being
Oh,
built.
that's crazy. I used to live in Denver. I lived in Thornton off of I-25 in Grant.
Good God. What's it like?
Denver though, I mean, I don't like when I lived there, there wasn't really a good market of women. And now because it's become like super far left, like you want a good woman, you got to get yourself to the country if you want a good woman. Country girls are
Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding. Ding 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 ding.
that's the English perspective, but that's not really what it is.
No, I mean, I've never heard of Denver as being a hotspot for
It's not a good
you know,
spot for dating because it's like
but
also too you got the winter coming, you got all the snow coming, you got the black ice. It's not really a good spot, but you should probably
I
think
think
about moving.
it seems like, I don't know if I'm wrong in this perception, but it does seem like city centres are becoming less busy somehow than they were. Is that true? I don't know. All right, just from my point of view, from a day game perspective, if you're walking around with clients and they're trying to find cute girls to go and talk to. It seems like there's less. And in various places, Mexico, in London to some extent, in New York certainly, and where was the other place we went to? Colombia as well. So quite different places. It seemed like there were fewer just hot girls around. I don't know. Are people going out less
I think
since the
so, because
pandemic?
you
Is
have the
it just,
pandemic that scared people to stay inside.
but also people are buying more online, so maybe they go to the shops. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like I mean, obviously cities are still busy. I mean, when we were in New York, obviously Times Square, it was, it's fucking busy and stuff. But
Well, I
it
mean,
just
like, when I was at the Brickell City Center before, like when I was buying the dress before we went on Valuetainment, when I was
yeah.
dress shopping that day, there wasn't many people in the Brickell City
The
Center.
Brickell, yeah, Brickell as well is often
I
there's
saw
not
more actually at Bayside Marketplace, but Bayside Marketplace has more families. But if you go more towards the docks with the boats and
family.
everything, and go where the bars are and where the action is, there's a lot more like female tourists and stuff where you can take them on a ride and ship them out on their way.
But I don't know because just what he's saying about the city dying. I mean, I don't know if we are seeing a shift in terms of how things are in Sydney, and also maybe there's also like I don't
Well,
know in London. Maybe it's gone back more to normal now, but there was a whole point when people were not going into offices even after the pandemic because there's a whole working from home thing. So maybe there is just fewer people out and about than there used to be. I don't know.
I mean, also too, it's like Colorado is very liberal, and there's a lot of people that are having an exodus out of liberal cities, liberal states. Like I'm one of those people that left liberal LA, liberal California, to come to a place like Florida. So
Mm.
a lot of women are also migrating to like Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, because there's more
Oh,
masculine men over there.
Carolina.
The Carolinas are really nice. It's beautiful.
There's a song by this old songwriter James Taylor. Going to Carolina in my mind. Do you
Put
know
a
that
one
one?
in the chat if you think Troy should go see the countryside of America.
Oh no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Put a one in the chat, guys. Let's see. Should Troy go see the countryside in America? I want to see what they say. They're probably not going to give a fuck.
As long as he's what?
Two ones. Three
Small
ones.
waste and a little game goes a long way.
Nope.
Oh no!
No,
Oh
that's
no!
how
There's
it
like three
said.
people
Troy's
now
going to
said
go see
one.
the country.
Yeah, money, personal connection, amongst other things, I guess. Yeah, you'll get a 90-day fiance if you have the money and nothing else. Most meaningless city.
Louisiana, I like Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street's fun.
Sting. There's a moon over Bourbon Street tonight.
Yeah, but you know what? Florida has some pretty good greens too. I mean, I smoke greens. My green guy is actually going to see me after our live.
You wouldn't like it where I am, Tiffany, though, because in this area of London, for some reason, there's all these like signs around saying, "Are you a communist?" And there's adverts for like communist rallies. So it's like properly. I must be in some kind of like.
Put a one in the chat if you think Troy should get his green card and move to America, where we got freedom, beers, a gun.
If you
Country
want a good
here.
farmer's daughter, better catch her in high school. Yeah, well, be a little bit careful with that advice, but I get where you're coming from. Dev says it's the ramifications of everything that happened with COVID. Yeah, it might be. It might be.
No, it really is, because it's just like, let's see. I'm a country girl. Everyone says the big city girls are the go-go, but really, the girls are hard. Girl, I'm from the West Coast. Like, if you Google me, I look good. Right now, I'm sick.
Uh,
I was a farmer, though.
that's interesting. There's no busy bar scene like 10 years ago when I lived in Denver previously.
Oh no, that is right, because I remember that too, how the bar scene was.
I think the pandemic put a huge dent in dating, worsened by the awareness of legal risks raised by the passport bros thing. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it just seems like some of these cities, there's just less. They're just slightly less dynamic than they used to be. But I don't know.
Miami's
Maybe it's
the
just my
shit.
imagination.
This is the place to get bitches, guys.
Where Miami?
Miami and Tampa.
Don't go to the reservations in the south.
Hey, you know what though? The Seminole Reservation's pretty nice. Don't talk shit about the Milwaukees and the Seminoles. They're cool people. The Milwaukees give airboat boat rides in the Everglades.
Okay, so which is the most American state or town ever?
Oh God. I would say Dallas. I would say St. Louis, Missouri. I would say Nashville, Tennessee. Miami, Tampa, Florida. We love to fly the American flag over here in Florida, especially in the countryside. You see a bunch of Trump flags. I love it. Charlotte, North Carolina. I would say Charleston, South Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia. New Orleans.
Um,
Oh,
talking.
American State. American State. Okay, we're gonna name the states that are super American. Nashville. Oh no, Tennessee. Sorry, I feel like those dumb fresh and fit girls. Tennessee, um, Texas, Florida, the Carolinas,
Oh,
and
Carolina.
Oklahoma is super America. Nevada likes to fly a lot of American flags, but it's turning a little liberal. It's like half and half. It's like purple in Nevada. I don't know. I would say if you want to go most America, I would say pick the red zones.
I was going to say something really important then. Oh yeah, talking of Dallas, right? You're too young, but I actually went last week to see a play with my sisters. They bought ticket for my dad, who wasn't able to come, and it was do you know the old film 12 Angry Men?
No.
There's a great old black and white film called 12 Angry Men, which is about these 12 jurors. There's a murder case, and they all have to go into the room to decide if the guy's going to get charged and then sent to the electric chair or not. And it's a really classic movie. Anyway, there was this play version of it, theatre version of it, and you know who was starring in it in Brighton in London in the UK? Patrick Duffy, who was the main actor from Dallas in the 80s. Does
I've
that
been to
mean anything
Brighton.
to you? Do you
I've been
know?
to Brighton.
No, do you know? Do you remember? Do you know anything? Do you know Dallas, the program? Oh, fuck you know. So both the references were lost on Tiffany because she's too young. I'm too much of a boomer. Basically, in the 1980s, right, there was this program, this soap opera called Dallas, and it was about these oil baron people. And one of the lead characters was played by this guy called Patrick Duffy. He was like an icon in the 80s. He's like a sort of heartthrob, whatever kind of character in the 1980s. Anyway, he was playing the lead role in this play in Brighton last week. It was really good. It was really good.
You know
None
what?
of that meant anything to you, but maybe somebody watching this, they're going to know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Someone just told me to name 3 countries. You know what? I'll name the countries that people don't really talk about: the Ivory Coast, Madagascar, and I'm gonna pick one in Southeast Asia. Let's do Bangladesh.
There you go.
How,
Very
how
good.
about
Very
them
good.
apples?
She's smarter than the average fresh and fit girl. Yeah. So and interestingly as well, people who do know who Patrick Duffy is, he now looks very like Joe Biden, which is a little bit disturbing.
Oh
Because he
God.
used to be this. No, he used to be this real hunk in the 80s. He's this good-looking dude. Blah blah blah, whatever. Now he looks a bit like Biden. I said to my sisters, if they did a biopic of Joe Biden, he would be fucking great to play the role. People were fixated on the Dallas show internationally as well. Patrick's wife on the show was Victoria Principal, the hottest woman in the world. Yeah, it was a big thing back in the 80s. Again, you see, I'm too much of a boomer, Tiff. Was the whole play a dream in the end? No, it's not. It's a really
pretend like I don't want to learn shit. I'm always wanting to make my mind expand. I'm a sponge, guys. I'm a fucking sponge.
No, I'm only joking. I'll send you the links for this shit later. But it was just quite funny because Dallas was like this really popular show when I was quite young, when I was a kid. Like my parents used to watch it, and we used to get to watch it as well. It was like an hour long, once a week, hour long episode, and it was like just it's like a soap opera, all the kind of like the machinations, the Machiavellian shit that was going on in these rich families in America. And Patrick Duffy was like one of the main characters, main leading actors.
Charlotte says she can tell I'm a Western girl. Hell yeah, I'm a Western girl. I used to drive an ATV with a freaking trailer full of tools and grow the best pot in California. I won awards for it.
Hang on. Let me step away for a second.
Uh-oh, Troy's booty call saw he was on live with me and she got jealous. I'm just kidding, guys. Such a horrible person. I'm so sorry. I am definitely a Western girl. I like American EastEnders. EastEnders. Oh, I've seen the EastEnders actually. That's funny. There's some older shows I watched with like my grandma and my mom. I don't know. Let's see. Put questions in, guys. I know that well, Troy. Very good movie with Lee, J, Cab, and him. God, you guys make me feel like such a baby. I don't know any of this shit. Oh my god. You guys are funny. You create any music at one point, Tiffany? Yeah, I did actually. I made some electronic dance music. One of my friends has a sub label underneath Armin van Buuren's label Armada Music, and if you guys aren't familiar with Armada and stuff, they're the #1 dance music label in the world. So I was trying to make a submission list, and then I blew out my eardrum. Actually, this eardrum on the flight, so I can't really hear the sounds I need to hear out of this ear. So I kind of hung my hat on it, but I had a couple of my DJ friends that you might know of play my music in the Czech Republic. My music was played at a club in Prague. I also had my music be played in Thailand and Bangkok, and actually some clubs in London, and a couple clubs here in America, New York and Miami. So I've had my music be played in some big DJ sets around the world.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually a lot cooler than you guys think, okay? I'm just a bit more humble about it.
She's not. All right, let's have a look at just out of interest while we're here. All right, so this is Patrick Duffy. That was Patrick Duffy back in the day in Dallas.
This guy says the Ministry of Defense is calling Troy for the next assignment, calling you James Bond.
Very nice of him. And look at him now. Find a picture of him now. Oh, actually, I can't even find Jesus.
Honestly, I wouldn't tap that.
You wouldn't?
Nah.
I mean,
look at that hair though. Like, what the fuck is up with his hair?
Well, that was the fashion. That was the style at the time. And now, in fact, actually, I can't even find one where he looks like Biden. I'm going to actually type in Patrick Duffy Biden and see if somebody else has noticed.
You might pull up an AI picture of him sniffing Joe Biden or Joe Biden sniffing him.
All right, this is not bad. Okay, let's hold on 1 second. Let's take that off.
Jealousy game, Tiffany, does it work? Yes, it does work.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jealousy definitely does work. Because he
this
makes a woman go,
this is
what
him
the?
now. This is him now. Can you see that?
Oh, dear Lord. That did not age well.
And when we saw him, his hair's actually thinned even more than that. So now he does have this kind of Joe Biden look about him, which is quite interesting.
Should I make an AI generate photo of Troy when he hits 80?
Jesus Christ, nobody needs to see that. Oh yeah. Because basically one entire season of Dallas, because this is all completely irrelevant to the main topic, but anyway, one entire season of Dallas, because his character died and then they brought him back, and famously he came back in the shower and then he was like, oh, it was all a dream. And so this whole season of the show, it was like, oh, it was all a dream because he's really alive. He hadn't really died. So it was kind of retarded, but Alex says, I know that show well. Very good play and movie with John Lee J. Cobb and Henry Fonda. We had Dallas in the show Dynasty with Joan Collins.
They're
Yes.
dropping all these things when I was still swimming in my father's balls.
Is regular shampoo right for your man lawn? Well, I mean, I don't use anything special personally, but I
Oh
think
my
it's better to try and shave it off, man. Anyway, to be
No,
honest.
yeah, no, shave it off, dude. No, like here's a tip from like, a woman that likes to go down there and explore quite often. No woman likes to floss her teeth on a penis.
Yeah, so you don't want the Patrick Duffy 1980s haircut down there. You want to shave it down. This is quite a good show, isn't it? We're bringing completely random, but we're just bringing a load of nonsense.
I'm having so much fun. I like going live with you. I have fun. I feel like I'm hanging out with you, and you're having an ocean between us right now.
Well, Knight Rider cowboy style.
Actually, guys, personally, I hate Troy. I just have to deal with him.
She's actually telling the truth.
I do hate him sometimes, though.
Well, I've got my good points. Yeah. Anyone else got any other questions anyway, or anything you want us to discuss? Put them in the chat.
God, I made such a horrible joke to him. I told him I want the money that we made going into his business account because I like to pretend like a man gives me money that I didn't earn, which I did earn. I fantasize about one day having someone throw $1 million all over my naked body and leaving me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
As a fantasy.
Oh, very good.
That's Bob Barker. Oh, Bob Barker, rest in peace. I really loved him in Happy Gilmore when he beats the shit out of Adam Sandler.
Well, anyone who does that deserves applause, don't they?
Oh my god.
See, these live streams are kind of fun. Feels like I'm hanging out with the both of you. Well,
they are fun.
They are fun, but also if you come into Magnetic Sexual Confidence, you get to hang out with us even more because we're going to be doing private streams like this on Zoom.
And we're going to be talking a lot more shit.
Exactly.
Me and Troy are good at talking shit to each other. Like it's really amusing.
Tell her how to hook up with Torsha. I mean, you could hook up with Torsha. She's quite attractive. You could have like a red pill kind of lesbian thing.
He fantasizes about seeing me with another girl. I know it. I know when he goes to bed at night, he's like, man, Tiffany with another girl. I'd love to see that. Blah, 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 blah.
I think that's many a woman's fantasy. He's referring to something else, I think. Have you seen Torsha? Maybe we could look at a Torsha video or something. Oh,
he's like live stream all caps. That's funny. Troy, catch her up on Ali G episode. Skip through.
Yeah, have you seen Ali G? We talked about this last time.
No.
Or we talked about this previously. It's Sacha Baron Cohen who did the Borat movie.
Oh yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that guy. He's an older character of his, Ali G. Really, really funny. Really good. All right, so the question here. Do you think working in adult makes women jaded, or many women jaded about relationships?
I mean, it can. Trying to think how I can like say this so you guys can understand. I think it makes us a little bit less tolerant of bullshit that pops up. I think it makes our patience a little bit more thin. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty jaded. It takes a special motherfucker to make me not.
Right.
I'm pretty jaded
because you've just seen a lot of shit behavior and stuff, or like...
Yeah, well, you know what though, it's how men treated me when I was in the industry. Even when I was just like dating them or a situationship, like I literally I didn't have men treat me nicely. Even though I was very kind, very respectful, like I was like, putting 100 in and everything. I wasn't really treated nicely because it's not really a respectable profession in society's eyes. And all we want is just to have some affection, but it does make us jaded.
Even porn stars have got feelings.
We do. They get hurt a lot, though.
Porn stars have
People,
got feelings. Porn stars are people too.
yeah, they forget I'm somebody's daughter.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. What do you, here we go. All right. So what do you think about Adam 22 and his wife?
I mean, honestly, so like me, I'm all for polygamy. Like I'm a polygamous person. Like I like to bring women in the bedroom when that trust level is reached, but I think exploiting their sex life like that when they're married, have a daughter, and I mean, people are gonna do what they want. I'm not a really a kink shamer, but if it's like if I had a Lena and Adam 22 type of relationship, I wouldn't put that shit out on the internet. I would keep
But,
it private.
but is it? I mean, is it just that, like, cynically, it's just for the money, basically, and he doesn't really give much of a fuck?
They
Is
make
that
a lot of
right?
money.
Because they
They
must
do.
be making, presumably, they're making some decent money out of this. I mean, they've got so much.
They make a lot of money. Like I actually really felt bad for their whole thing when they started bringing their daughter. The people started bringing their kid into it because, like me, like you bring a kid into any situation of adults, I think that's really wrong. Leave the fucking kids out of
So,
it.
so they have got a daughter, have they? How old's the
Well, I
daughter?
mean, I kind of messaged Adam. I'm just like, yo, like that's really fucked up. They're saying that shit about their daughter, you know? Like, I mean, I don't give a fuck what people say about, people, but it's like when people involve kids, like I get like a really sensitive spot in my heart for children.
Hmm.
So it's like I'm like, how do you guys feel about all this with them bringing in your daughter? And he's like, oh, well, we're still making hella money. We're making a lot of money
Do you
actually
know
now.
him then?
Not really.
Do you know him a bit though? Oh, okay. But the fact that you just message him and he responds, you must know him a little bit.
No, my agent tried booking me on Plug Talk and stuff, and I didn't want to do it.
Is that okay? All right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not
But they're
really.
making a shitload of money from it, presumably. Then.
Yeah, they're making a shitload of money from it. Like every time they get blown up, like on any kind of like news platform or anything like that, like people are gonna talk shit, but it's like, look how people talk shit about us, but they still buy our program. You know what I mean?
Well, any attention is good attention in the end, you know.
Oh no, absolutely.
I mean, it's an attention economy, you know. The more attention you can get. But now, are they
Yeah.
still doing? Are they actually going to do this reality show where she gets banged by a load of guys or something? Is that?
No, they're definitely gonna be doing it. It's a whole capitalistic scheme that they're doing.
Yeah, yeah. But what do you think their relationship is, though? Do you think they're actually? It,
They probably do that. You know what I mean? If they're gonna do it on camera, imagine what they do off camera.
do you think he gets off on it though, or is it more that he's just not that bothered because it's like, well, fuck it, we're going to make a lot
I
of
think
money.
he gets off on it, but I think they get off on the money more from it because it's like all the negative tension online. It's just making them more money.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I eat up all the negative attention that we get online. Like I thought it was funny, like just the rumors I saw online about me and you alone. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, there's always gonna be rumors and stuff, isn't there? El Chef Guevara says, "I've been a player all my life. I'm now 40 and grew sick of that, and I want to repent, get married, etc. Do you guys think I have hope?" No.
I think you have hope. I mean, eventually, like, the players are going to be sick of the lifestyle eventually.
Repent. Repent.
I think you should probably find a bird that's like into your kind of kinks, and that's why you should join our course and everything because we talk about bringing in a third for 3 and a party of more.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think it's. I mean, what do you mean by the question? I mean, at 40, you can still meet people.
You're at your SMV prime.
Yeah, exactly. As a guy, that's not an issue. Is it because your pair bonding ability is less because you've banged a load of different women? Could it be? Are you asking in that regard? I think with that, it's like I'm not sure. I mean, you hear all this stuff all the time, don't you, about women's pair bonding ability being lessened if they've got a high body count, and people would say the same thing about men. But I'm not sure. I think it's a decision you make, isn't it? I think you go through different periods in your life, and you may go through a period of being like, well, I was very promiscuous. And then you think, actually, do you know what? I'm not really that bothered anymore. I'm happy to just be with that one person. I don't think that's impossible. You know what I mean? Especially as people start to get a bit older. Do you think that, Tiffany?
If he's like, I think he should aim for someone's like between 24 and 30, maybe, because it's just like, you're going to probably need someone to take care of you when you get older.
Well, I need it now, to be honest. I got to go. Very great show. Love you both. Tiffany, I'll message you on Discord later. If you get Troy on Discord, make sure to let me know.
Good I'm trying to tell him to get Discord.
I might do. Rollo started the rumor on his pod. Troy France is serious.
Rollo's a little instigator, okay? Like he's such an instigator. He said something on Valuetainment calling us a red pill power couple.
When did he say it? Did he say it on Valuetainment?
He said it on Valuetainment when I was talking about our course and stuff. He's like, red pill power couple. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna put my fucking foot up your ass. Like,
that's pretty cool, actually. It's quite funny.
Rolo's trying to fucking shoot some arrows in our asses.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone got any questions? Anybody got anything that they want us to discuss? I thought the Adam and Lena, the plug thing was kind of fascinating. It's quite funny, I thought. But, if you're looking at it...
like, letting her rail all those guys on camera...
If you're looking at it purely from the perspective of, is this a good representation of marriage, then obviously not. They are kind of... And actually, I think Pearl said this, and I am inclined to agree. I think you are basically making a mockery of marriage, aren't you, if you're doing that?
You kind of are. Like, you're putting it out there and ruining the sacredty of it with the low IQ people.
Yeah, but, on the other side of me, the more degenerate side is like, well, it's up to them what they want to do, to be honest.
It really is. It really is up to them. If they're happy, they're happy. Why trump on someone's happiness? I
just think it was I just think the whole thing was fascinating as a marketing thing, really, and the fact that and you can see everyone's getting so outraged about it, and they're just like,
people get outraged about everything.
Yeah,
Troy, they're telling us we're going to hell for doing a project together.
I know. Yeah, that guy is like fucking hell. It's funny how these Christian accounts are the most judgmental. The most judgmental fucking belligerent people on the internet, really.
It's really interesting because it's like especially Gary claims to be like, oh, I serve God, but yet he judges people. If you read the fucking Bible and read the New Testament, it literally tells you not to judge people.
Well, so this here's a thing then, right? So somebody, I think it was in one of the threads that probably flaming us, somebody was saying, no, I judge righteously like the Bible tells me to do. And there probably is... there may well be a quote somewhere in the Bible that says it's okay to judge righteously, but surely the New Testament, the whole point of the New Testament, the whole point of the idea of Christ is about forgiveness, isn't it? And it's about it's not about... So surely, even if it did say that somewhere in the Old Testament, surely the New Testament kind of overrides that, right? The idea about Christianity is not that you're a judgmental fuck, but that you kind of let people get on with it and you keep your own side of the street clean, right?
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. What do you think? You've had quite a Christian upbringing, haven't you?
Catholic, but like you said on Valuetainment, Jesus loves whores.
Exactly. Dev says, I'm hoping for that Destiny collab, although I'd imagine Destiny would treat Tiffany like he treats Pearl. Well,
Destiny takes it in the butt, so he's disqualified.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing something with Destiny. I don't know, man. I think he would probably like Tiffany because he likes anything.
He might like me. I might make some really fucked up jokes to him, though. But I think he might like me.
Is he still really good friends with? Is Amy friends with him?
Yeah, but I can't. I wouldn't be able to cross brand with Destiny because Rolo would have my ass on a stake.
Oh, okay.
Can't betray Mr. Rolo, you know.
Well, not again. I mean, not with the. I mean,
I barely got Rolo back. I want to keep Rolo. Rolo, I love Rolo. He's like the uncle that every lost woman needs.
he is. And also as well, I think Destiny, as far as I know, Destiny's doing less red pill stuff now, isn't he? I think. I mean, I haven't seen him popping up on
I
any
don't think he's
podcasts.
ever been red pill, dude. I think he's
No, he wasn't red pill, but you know, when he was going on all these shows and he was talking about those issues, I think he's moved away from that again. He said to me when I met him, actually, he said to me, "Oh, I think I'm going to probably stop talking about this red pill shit because you know, there's only so many times you can talk about like, oh, how much does body count matter?"
high mileage deserves high mileage. I think the tax man is far worse. I agree. Fuck the tax man. I was actually just talking to my mom this morning about taxes, and like I was telling her, I'm like, God, man, I hate that I got to pay money for my like pay money out of my earnings to have missiles and everything be made to like end people and eliminate people. Like I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather have my taxes help the homeless get in, a better path, get the homeless to work, get the homeless some opportunity and get them off the street versus like, yeah, let's send missiles over here and then have them send it over there. Abolish the IRS.
Yeah. What was I going to say? If anybody in the chat is sort of well versed in theology or Christianity or scripture, would you say that the Bible says that it is right to judge righteously, like one man can judge another man righteously? Or would you say that actually that's superseded by the New Testament and really this should be about humility and it should be about, he who has not sinned cast the first stone and all that stuff?
Everybody sins. That's why Jesus died. If you don't sin, then Jesus died for nothing.
Exactly, motherfuckers. But there are some people on Twitter who use Christianity, and look, to be fair, I mean, other religions would do the same thing, but they use it as a stick to beat people with. It's like, no, fuck you, I'm right because I've got God on my side. You fucking whore, you're gonna burn and all this kind of shit.
I had someone tell me to read the Quran. I'm like, I'm not Muslim, bro.
Well, I started reading it. I've read some of it actually. I think it's kind of interesting to get a perspective on these different religions.
Taxation is theft. Yes, the fuck it is. Like, if I had my soundboard working, you'd get a Don DeMarco.
No, we need to move to Dubai, really. We need to set up a company in Dubai. So you basically pay minus tax. Sorry, not minus. I mean, you pay zero tax.
You know what? I'm probably going to be dissolving my corporation and opening up one in Dubai. Get myself completely off the map.
There must be a way back for forgiveness. There's also pushback to repent. Fine line, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you forgive me for doing adult movies? I'm just kidding.
Judging side is meant to be minimized, but discernment on what to allow in your life is still a thing. Even Jesus will cast aside non-believers. Well,
I get down.
Yeah, we Muslims are polygamous, so Tiffany should be cool with Islam.
I don't hate. I love everybody. If you're an asshole, I hate you. But if you're nice, I love you.
Yeah, we love anybody, any creed, any religion is welcome in magnetic sexual confidence. We're open to everybody,
even trans.
Yeah.
I've never done a trans person. I mean, it's not my cup of tea and stuff, but I don't hate.
Polyandry is okay in the Bible. Okay, guys. Well, look. Any further questions? Any final thoughts? Anything you want us to cover? If we'll come back again tomorrow to do one of these. So if there's anything else you want us to discuss, if there's a particular topic you want us to talk about tomorrow, then put it in the comments below. We could get to that.
Polyamory is okay in the Bible. Yeah, you know what? Monogamy was only created to keep the ratio equal with men and women. I think monogamy is it's kind of like the soulmate myth type of shit that Rollo talks about in his books.
Yes, it is. It is. So the class starts on Friday. So basically, if you enroll now, you've got basically today, tomorrow, and then some of Friday to enroll. And then the first webinar is going to be 6 p.m. EST or 11 p.m. UK time on Friday. And then we're going to be running webinars through for the next few days, live classes. Okay. So basically, Friday is the answer. And the link is here. So you can have a look and you'll see more information on the page here. And you can reserve your spot. So yeah, Friday is the answer. Although you also get access to 18 pre-recorded videos, and you have those, you have those forever. And we'll be recording the webinars as well, so you'll get access to those. They'll be on the course.
Those videos are fun too. They're informative, and you'll actually get a bit of entertainment in it because me and
Well,
him bounce off of each other like a basketball.
I mean, yeah, there's over 3 hours worth of content in the course. It's in the pre-recorded course. So even if you just watch the course itself, there's still a ton of value in there because it basically takes you through the whole thing. It takes you through.
Asked, is this going to be a regular? Dev asked if this is going to be a regular thing. Now, what do you mean? Is this going to be a regular thing? Like what? Like me and him going on live? He can't resist me. That's why he's calling me on the video and being like, "Hey, let's get on video." Because I got that magnetic sexual confidence. What's up?
Exactly. It's certainly this week because in the run up to Friday we're going to be doing it, and then I don't really know over the weekend because we're going to be teaching the actual webinars, which are going to be it's going to be on Zoom just for the members of the group. So we probably will not be, I would think, over the weekend, and then after that, see how it goes, But anything's possible.
And we're going to be giving you guys a Christmas present, so. Or Hanukkah, if you're Jewish, Kwanzaa, if you celebrate Kwanzaa.
Monogamy was created by the Greeks to control inheritance rights. Men had mistresses, but their children had no inheritance rights. Middle East, Asia, and Africa are polygamous. I mean, it certainly seems... it certainly seems like monogamy is pretty... Well, it seems like it's kind of hard for human beings to maintain for a lifetime. I mean... I think you probably get to a certain point where you're just a bit like, well, fuck it, my bits aren't even working anymore anyway, so I might as well just stick with her, But but it's quite difficult in that,
I love the names that you come up to call your what you call it, your member,
yeah.
your willy,
yeah, penis.
My bits.
You get to that point and it's just like, well, fuck it. I might as well be monogamous now because I can't. It's not even working properly. So,
You monogamous? That's funny. That's a lie. You can't be tamed. Stop the cap. You lying.
Stop the cap.
Don't lie to these people. That's not nice, Troy.
Oh, I'm sorry. They should join our course though for the unvarnished truth, magnetic sexual confidence. Yeah, it's going to be really good. It's going to be really good. Looking forward to doing the webinars this weekend. We've got the Telegram group up and running now as well. We're going to get some banter going in there. Just the people filing in at the moment. We're going to get some banter and stuff going.
I like that guy that posted, the first guy that posted there, the Pepe the Frog. I'm like, ooh, I like him already.
Exactly. We've got some based people in there already. So I'm
like wondering if, like, as I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, I'm like wondering if anyone like wrote in the group and stuff.
Well, we need to get the party going as well.
Yeah.
And also as well, I mean, I don't think everybody... I mean, yeah, there's still quite a lot of people that haven't come in yet. So, it is what it is.
Look, Pepe the Frog.
Yeah, cool. All right, guys. Well, look, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Magnetic Sexual Confidence is open now until Friday, where we're going to be doing webinars, live classes this weekend where you can ask us anything you want. You can get to see Tiffany nude. Maybe. I can't guarantee that. I don't know. I'm just saying that. You might get to see me.
They can't send me a Venmo Cash App and stuff, make it a team effort. So you can see the toddies, your virtual strip club. Let's go.
Yeah. We'll be teaching the whole course. Obviously, you get access to the 18 videos, the 18 pre-recorded lectures, over 3 hours worth of content, and then we're going to be doing live classes over the weekend. So join Magnetic Sexual Confidence now so that you can get involved with that because it's going to close on Friday and then that's going to be it. And you're going to be locked out in the cold.
I think someone just posted about the Discord server. I'm thinking, me and Troy are still working on that. I'm trying to make it a private server. So you can purchase the or you can just Google her. That's funny. Um, yeah, I'm thinking making a private Discord server, make it free for the people that purchase the course, and then the outsiders can pay to get in. Because me and Troy like capitalism, so
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, look, let's have a think about that, and
we,
we'll let you guys know what we're
we'll
going
get
to
back
do.
to it. We gotta have a staff meeting.
Absolutely. Indeed. All right. I was trying to think of a joke about staff meetings then, but
About what?
I was trying to make a joke about the staff meeting then, but I couldn't think of one. It's getting late over here now, Tiff. Jesus Christ, it's like
Staff meeting. I saw
it's
you
11
being
now.
such
It's
a
past my bedtime.
boomer.
Anyway, join the course, Magnetic Sexual Confidence. We'll see you very soon, and we'll be back here tomorrow about the same time for another live.
I can't
Bye.
wait. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.